The quiet meadow where nothing stirs after dark smells of cold grass and damp earth, and the only warmth left is the fading heat rising from the ground beneath your feet. Tonight you don't have to go anywhere. You can let the meadow come to you. It sits at the low end of a valley, far from any road, where the grass grows tall enough to hide a resting deer. By day it hums with bees and warm wind. But this is a story about the hours after that, the long, quiet hours when the light is gone and the whole field goes still. There's a small stone cottage at its edge, and someone lives there who has watched this stillness settle 1,000 times. She knows what the meadow does when the sun leaves. She knows why nothing stirs. And over the next while, with nothing asked of you, you'll come to know it too. So let your shoulders drop. Let the bed take your weight. The field is patient, and it keeps a slow and gentle kind of time. Feel how the day is already loosening its hold on you. Somewhere behind you, the last errand is done. The last message can wait until morning. Out here, there is nothing to finish. The meadow doesn't ask for anything at all. It simply cools as the earth turns away from the sun, the warm air lifting off the grass in slow, invisible tides. Breathe in and let it out longer than you took it in. And again. With each breath, the valley grows a little dimmer, the way a room dims when a hand lowers a lamp. The tall grasses lean and settle. The birds have gone quiet in the hedges. Even the little stream at the meadow's foot has softened to a murmur you can barely hear. There is nowhere you need to be. There is nothing to solve. There is only this wide, dark field, holding its warmth a little longer, and you setting down the weight you carried in. At the edge of the field, a light comes on in the cottage window. A low amber light, an oil lamp turned down soft. Behind the glass, a woman moves, and never once does she hurry. You can only see her outline against the warm wall, the curve of her back as she leans to the flame, the slow lift of her arm. She has kept this meadow for longer than she can easily count. Her name isn't important tonight. What matters is her pace. She does everything slowly, not because she's tired, but because she learned long ago that nothing good is ever helped by rushing. She sets the lamp back on the sill. She takes a heavy wool shawl down from its peg by the door, and she steps out into the cooling dark, the way she has stepped out every evening for years to walk the whole field one last time before sleep. The gate at the top of the meadow is old, its wood gone silver gray with years of rain. She lifts the latch, a soft iron click that carries clear across the still grass, and lets it fall closed behind her. She doesn't lock it. There's nothing out here she needs to keep in, and nothing she fears letting out. The path down the slope is worn smooth by her own steps, a pale ribbon winding through the dark grass. She follows it slowly, the shawl pulled close around her shoulders, her lamp left glowing back in the window like a small warm star. As she walks, she runs one hand along the seed heads of the tall grass, and they bow and rise again behind her. This is her way of saying goodnight to the field, not with words, just with the touch, the walking, the noticing. The meadow knows her weight on the path, and it holds still around her. Halfway down the slope, there's a low stone wall, and on it sits an old tin lantern she keeps for the walk. She lights it with a single match, cupping the small flame against the night air until it catches and steadies. Now there are two lights in the whole dark valley, the lamp back in the window, and this one moving with her. She doesn't need much to see. She knows this field by heart, where the ground dips, where the foxgloves stand tall, where the stream turns cold against the stones. Above her, the first stars are pricking through, one at a time, quiet as breath. She stops for a moment and simply looks up, the lantern loose at her side. There's no clock out here, no hurry pulling at her sleeve, just the slow arrival of the night and a woman who long ago made her peace with letting each day close exactly as it comes. And here is the thing she understands. the thing that makes this meadow so still. Nothing stirs after dark, not because the field is empty, but because everything in it has agreed to rest. The bees have folded into the hive. The deer lie down in the deep grass, warm flank against warm flank. The birds have tucked their heads beneath their wings. Even the flowers close their petals against the cold. The whole meadow is not sleeping alone. It is sleeping together, each small life laying down its work at the very same slow hour. She learned to trust this rhythm the way you learn to trust the tide. You cannot hurry the night and you cannot hold back the morning. So she doesn't try. She only walks and watches and lets the great quiet gather around her, close as the shawl around her shoulders. And somewhere high above, one more star comes softly out. At the bottom of the field, the little stream runs over dark stones. She kneels at its edge, slowly, one knee, then a steadying breath, and lets the cold water move across her fingers. This is the coldest, oldest part of the meadow, where the warmth of the day surrenders first. She has knelt here on countless evenings, some when she was young and quick, some when her hands were steadier than they are now, some like tonight, when the kneeling takes a little longer than it used to. She doesn't mourn any of it. The water that ran here 40 years ago is long gone to the sea, and this water will follow it before morning. And still the stream is here, still cold, still singing over the same patient stones. That, she thinks, is how it was always meant to be. Nothing stays, and nothing is lost that wasn't always going to move on. Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire and still wrote to himself by lamplight, put it very plainly. Nature loves nothing so much, he wrote, as to change the things that are and to make new things in their likeness. The old emperor found real comfort in that, and so does she. The grass that browns in autumn feeds the grass of spring. The warmth leaving the ground tonight will roll back across the valley with the dawn. Even she is a part of that slow turning, and it doesn't frighten her at all. She rises, and the water keeps running behind her. She walks the last stretch of path with the lantern swinging gently at her side, past the sleeping foxgloves, past the hollow where the deer lie unseen. Her breath fogs and drifts and disappears. Her steps are soft, and the meadow gives back the only thing she ever really asked of it: permission to let the day be over. Back at the top of the slope, she reaches the gate again. She sets the tin lantern on the stone wall and pinches out its flame. One light gone. The dark folds in a little closer now, softer, kinder than before. Only the window lamp remains, gold and small across the whole black field. She stands there a while, in no rush to go inside. The meadow behind her is completely still. Not a blade moves. Not a single wing. The last heat of the day has drained down deep into the soil, and the cold has come to keep its quiet watch until morning. She pulls the shawl tighter and feels how good it is to be tired in the right way. The honest tiredness of a day fully spent, with nothing owing and nothing left undone. And you, wherever you're resting, can feel a little of that too. The day is behind you now. It asks nothing more of you. Inside, the cottage is warm and low-ceilinged, the air smelling faintly of wood smoke and dried lavender. She hangs the shawl back on its peg. She sets a kettle near the last embers, more for the sound of it than for any tea, and she settles into a deep chair by the window, where she can still see the dark shape of the meadow she just walked. Her eyes are heavy. The lamp beside her is turned down to its lowest flame, a single soft coin of light in the whole room. Outside, the field keeps its stillness, and inside she matches it. Her breathing slow, her hands quiet in her lap. There is a kind of trust in this, knowing the meadow will keep just as well without her watching over it. Knowing the stars will cross the sky whether or not she counts them. She lets her eyes close, and the night takes over the watch. The lamp burns lower, The embers in the hearth soften from orange to a deep, sleepy red. Out in the valley, nothing stirs. And now that stillness has come indoors as well, wrapping around the chair, around the woman, around the whole small, warm world of the cottage. She isn't thinking of tomorrow. Tomorrow will arrive on its own, warm and green, needing nothing from her tonight. And she isn't turning the day over in her mind either. She set each piece of it down as she went. The gate, the cold water, the first stars, the long, slow walk. The way you lay stones along a wall, one at a time, until the whole thing simply holds itself up. The field will still be there at dawn, the same and yet made new. She believes this the way she believes in her own breathing, gently, without effort. And now there is nothing left in her hands to carry. Now let the edges of it all go soft. The cottage, the chair, the woman, the lamp. Let them blur and drift like fog settling low over the grass. You don't need to follow the story any further. It doesn't really end anyway. It only grows quieter the way the meadow does, until thought and sound and the difference between them melt away. Everything changes and nothing is lost. The last ember dims. The stream keeps running in the dark, patient and endless, saying the same soft thing it has said all night long. Your breath and the field's slow cooling have fallen into one single rhythm now. In and out, warm and cool, held and released. There is nothing you need to do. Nothing at all is waiting for you tonight. You can let the meadow keep its own deep quiet, and you can sink down into yours wherever it carries you, however far and however long. The window lamp goes out. The valley is dark now, and the warmth still rests deep in the earth. Nothing stirs. Nothing needs to. Sleep well. The meadow holds the night, and it holds you too.